Hello, my name is Khulud Al-Thubaiti, and I am presenting our paper on behalf of my co-authors in Tulip's Lab, Nicole Ming and Camille Vanier. Many of us have received a phishing email similar to this. So, phishing is an impersonation of a trusted identity for malicious reasons, commonly asking users to click on links. To recognize phishing, URLs remain one of the strongest indicators of malicious communications. But deciding where a URL goes is complicated. Hyperlinks hide the correct URL. Hovering over the link does help users. But reading URLs is not easy. People mistake the domain with the subdomain. In this example, the first URL is the only one leads to Google. Also, companies don't always name the URL after the brand name. They also use defensive domains to protect their users. While well-intended, it requires users to remember which domain belongs to which organization. So, in this example, the first two URLs lead to New York Times while the third doesn't. The same happens with redirection. Companies offer short links to help users share them. We have seen so far 3 URLs, all legitimate for New York Times, and so asking users to remember all of them is overwhelming. Looking at the previous alarmist phishing email, it targets the scarcity principle. When suspecting this email, experts have options that are not available to average users, which help them make more accurate judgments. While average users can ask experts to help them, the expected delay in response is critical in such situations. Thus, we want to allow experts options available for non-experts. To do that, we built a URL feature report. This report aims to make the experts' tools accessible to and comprehensible by non-experts, aiming at helping them make educated decisions on the URL safety. To initially design the report, we used already available phishing features that are human-readable and reliable, then designed the report based on the privacy nutrition labels work by Kelly and others. The report then was iteratively designed with the aid of 8 focus groups, which include HCI and security experts as well as average users. Initial design went through many changes during the focus group sessions until we reached the final design on the last image. From the focus groups, we learned many lessons. I will go through a couple of them and refer you to the paper to read more. To help users take a quick glance at the report, we developed a summary. The summary is a combination of clearly visible colors and key information needed for users to decide if they want to read more. Although it's intended to save their time, it supports different implementation approaches suggested by our focus group participants. When a website is hosted by a web hosting service like WordPress for free, the web host name will be located in the URL domain and the website name in the subdomain. This is one of the weaknesses in automation work, but also was not an easy task to present in the report. We ended up with this box. It helps users to relate the feature to the context. To validate the interface, we ran 2 studies. The first is to ensure the features we have are valid for achieving the support goal. We extracted the features from safe and phishing URLs to check the report's visual appearance. We found that URL manipulation tricks like deliberated misspellings are common for phishing URLs, but not for safe ones. We also found that the frequency of the severity color in the report can be used to predict the URL safety. The second validation is an online study with prolific users in between subjects experiment. When we asked them to judge URLs, the full report condition got better results than the other conditions, which are highlighting the domain and showing a summary of the report. And for the comprehension of the information, our explanation was clear. In average, participants answered 7 features out of 10 features correctly. From this study, we learned that end users can understand details meant for experts if they are properly explained. Giving users more details does improve the accuracy of their safety decisions. Even a short summary provides better support than just highlighting the domain. Finally, complex elements of web technology like hosting services need to be considered when supporting users in reading URLs. Thank you for listening.